I couldn't find my straps, so I'm grabbing my guitar like this, and it freaks me out because I feel like it's gonna slide out of my hand. Checking, checking. I hope you can listen to that. Otherwise, I don't know what I'm gonna do. In this video, I'm gonna be teaching you an approach that I learned from watching guitar players such as Jack Gardiner and Tom Quayle. I doubled down on this. I'm gonna be doubling down on this approach because I had this approach in my video for learning the major scale. It was towards the end of the video, and the focus of it wasn't this approach. It was more like understanding the major scale. But I think it's worth really digging into it because this is the way that I learned scales after really, really trying all my shapes and all that stuff. I was stuck in shapes for a long time, and I just don't want you to do that or have to do that for at least 5 years, which I did. We all know the first position of the major scale. And that is really nice, especially if you're starting out. You're kind of like starting to like get into music theory and things like that. It's really important for you to understand that part. As a matter of fact, I have a video about it that you should check out if you're still not there. But if you're in this video, I'm gonna assume that you know the first shape of the major scale and that you're comfortable playing it. I will give you extra points if you can go like an extra octave. So like, I'll give you extra points for that. I don't know what extra points is, but I give you props. So this is the old method of learning. It's cool and all, but it really kind of locks you into a shape. Like if you're playing that, like you're stuck right here. And yeah, you can like improvise with that. You can like put a little cool bit of vibrato there. And you can do that all day and be okay with it. But if you really want to kind of start to unlock your fretboard, I'm gonna teach you this way that I learned. So the way that it's funny, I'm gonna give you a PDF down in the description. I called it the digit driven method, as in like the digits in your hand kind of like drives this whole thing. It's a very silly name now that I think about it. I made it like 5 months ago. And I think I need to think of a better name. If you can think of a better name, you should leave it in the comments, and I will promise you I will rename the PDF to if you can come up with a better name. But here, let's do this. So for example, if we are in this position, right? We started with our middle finger. But what if we started with this finger? Well, at that point, then we need to start kind of figure it out. So we know the theory of the major scale. You have to do your 1, your major 2, 3rd, 4th, 5th, 6th, 7th, and 8th. So we know that in the key of C, for example, we have the note of C. The second will be D. So the trick is to not move from this side. So like in this, we're kind of like in the middle. If we start with index finger on C, then we need to play all the notes on this side using this side of the hand. We're not supposed to like go back. So for example, we have C, then we have D, E, F, G, A, B, and C. So we get this shape. Okay, now with the middle finger, we already know how it looks like. Now we use the ring finger. We start right here in C. This is where it starts to get a little different because I feel like everybody kind of starts using those two shapes, kind of like the index finger and the middle finger position. These ones don't get used a lot, and I think that's kind of one of the main problems that, at least for me, I didn't try to start licks using these two fingers because I was more comfortable starting with those first two. But let's go ahead with the ring finger. Let's go to C. Then we need to look for a D. We cannot go to this ones, so we gotta find it on this side. We know that there's a D right here. And if you don't know your notes on the fretboard, do I have a video about it? I don't know. That's a good idea though. If I don't have it, I'll tag it eventually somewhere in here when I make it. Or if I have it already, I'll definitely put it in the description. So I'll start a ring finger right here, and then we go D right here. Then we have an E right here. And we have F right here. Then we need a G and an A. There's a G right here. Then we have an A right here. We have a B right here. And then we have our C right here. So all together with the ring finger, it will be C, D, E, F, G, A, B, C. It is a little stretchy, but trust me that practicing it a lot and a lot is gonna not only allow you to like play a little bit more like with these fingers, but it's also a great way that you can kind of like flow in the fretboard. Like we're already kind of catching all the notes here. Now we're about to catch all the notes over here. So it's a really good way to learn it. Let's use the pinky finger now. So we do C, D, E, F. Those are the same as the other one. G, A, the same. But then let's go to this B right here. And then C right here. So we'll finish like this. You see? Now the cool thing is that we have four different shapes right here using just the 6th string. We can do the same thing going into the 5th string. So I'll do it. Yeah, I'll start here. So let's do index finger. So we do. So far it's the same as this shape, and it's gonna be like that until we get to the 4th string actually. So the shape is gonna be the same. So that's the cool thing too. You already know these shapes right here. Well, guess what? You can also do those on the 5th string, and I'll prove it to you. It's right here. So that's with the index finger. Then we have the middle finger position, and then I'm gonna do it here because I'm not gonna have space here. But the C right here with the ring finger. So we do. Does this one change a little bit? It changed a little bit just to make the C a little closer than this one, so that's a plus. And then we have the pinky finger one. So the especially with the pinky and the ring, it changed a little bit, but actually it makes it a little easier to play. So with that in mind, the cool thing about this is that we can now connect those shapes into different shapes. So for example, we're here. Do you notice we finished with our middle finger, which is the one that we normally know? So we will do. So we can connect those shapes. So the cool thing is that no matter in what finger you land on, you can continue the scale from that side. So for example, we're in this position with the pinky finger, and we finish with the index finger. So we can do. You see? And we finish with this one, so we can technically do this. Finish here, and then we can do. You see, I can continue because no matter in what finger I land on, I already know the position, I already know the shape, I already know the relationship between the intervals. So there it is. It's not necessarily a groundbreaking idea, but it was to me when I was learning my scales. So a big shout out to Jack Gardiner and Tom Quayle that kind of started to like teach me this kind of stuff. Not personally, of course, though I would love to meet them. If you wanted to learn a little more about the major scale, I do have a video about it that you should click on the description if you like it. And if you think this is a very good information, I will thank you if you either like or subscribe as well if you like this content. This is my new way to do it. I don't know if it's gonna stick. You guys tell me. If you guys watch the video, then I'm gonna try to do it. I'm also trying not to cut too much because it's more work, first of all, but also I don't want it to sound so robotic, like I'm reading a script or something. So I rather just kind of hang out and see kind of how it goes. If this kind of worked for you, let me know in the comments either way. If it sucked, please let me know. If it was great, let me know too. But my name is Mauricio. In this channel, I teach you all the things that I wish I learned earlier on my guitar journey. And I'll see you in the next video.